Maximising your chances of a successful conception. Hello again from Central West Canine Breeding. In other videos in this series we have spoken about the estrous cycle and its hormonal controls, progesterone testing and vaginal cytology, as well as the importance of semen quality and maintaining the stud dog. These are all essential knowledge elements to maximise your chances of a successful conception. In wild dog populations, naturally mating conception rates have been found to be less than 60%. Mother Nature hasn't been designed for 90% plus conception rates as we achieve with today's breeding management techniques. The most expensive part of breeding is a misconception. It is a litter lost forever in the short breeding life of your bitch, as well as the value that the resulting litter would have realised. To collect and import semen from top sires from around the world may cost the breeder close to $20,000. Should a bitch fail to conceive, many breeders are often happy to spend money to find out why. Many times there is no answer if progesterone testing and vaginal cytology wasn't done. If we didn't know the quality of the semen of the stud dog on that day of mating, or if she was in fact pregnant and reabsorbed the pups as no ultrasound was done to confirm the 28-day pregnancy. It's all about taking control, eliminating all the variables and moving forwards with a confident breeding. So, preparing the bitch and tracking her seasonal variations to the time of implant or TCI is essential. We have seen that bitches can ovulate from day 3 to day 45 of season. Let's consider, for example, a hypothetical yet valid scenario. Take 10 bitches, 5 of which ovulate on day 8 and 5 ovulate on day 18. Traditional methods of breeding would say to mate on day 13. If we mate them all on day 13, then it's likely that no bitches will fall pregnant. Consider then another 10 bitches, again in a contrived yet possible scenario. These ovulate on consecutive days from day 8 to day 17. Again, breeding by traditional methods and mating on day 13 with the semen surviving in the bitch for 3 to 4 days only, 6 bitches are likely to conceive, a 60% conception rate, similar to what we see in nature. So, never breed a bitch on the 13th day, just because it is her 13th day. Never breed naturally, just because you think you have a better chance of having puppies. And never breed to a stud dog if you don't know the quality of his semen on the day of mating. All important steps moving towards maximising your chances of a successful conception. Natural mating, then, is the least likely breeding method to maximise your chances of a successful conception. It can be used if you have unlimited access to the dog and bitch, however you don't know the quality of the semen on the day of mating. The male, in close proximity to the bitch, may have masturbated and little quality semen remains when finally a tie takes place. Heat and cold stress will also affect semen quality. As we have seen, progesterone testing is the essential thing to pinpoint the optimum time of mating. Progesterone levels rise and remain high to maintain the pregnancy. Sometimes the progesterone level may drop and reabsorption of pups can occur as a result. Another key to maximising your chances of a successful conception is to confirm pregnancy with a 28-day ultrasound and have a progesterone test done at that time. If progesterone levels are suboptimal, then it is important to supplement with progesterone to provide adequate levels to maintain the pregnancy and reduce the likelihood of reabsorption occurring. Developing pups can reabsorb as late as 6 weeks into gestation. Some breeders make the mistake of putting their bitch on antibiotics as soon as they come into season. This is contraindicated and should not be done. Antibiotics are likely to affect the normal bacterial flora that are always present and keep the balance in the vaginal environment. If this normal flora is suppressed, more disease-producing pathogenic bacteria may proliferate, creating a worse problem. Particularly E. coli and mycoplasma growth may be encouraged when the balance of normal vaginal flora is changed by using antibiotics. At Central West Canine Breeding, we do not use a vaginal culture and sensitivity when the bitch is presented for breeding. Normal bacterial flora are often cultured on such tests, and bacteria of pathogenic significance are sometimes difficult to assess. Should a course of antibiotics be used, mycoplasma counts usually increase during and after the treatment period. Additionally, original bacteria return within 1 to 4 days after the antibiotic course has finished. We prefer to assess each bitch clinically, assessing bacteria levels on the vaginal smears, as well as the odour and nature of the vaginal discharge. Recommendations are made based on this clinical assessment regarding the suitability for breeding. If the vaginal environment is infected, the chances of conception are reduced and any subsequent pup development may be affected. This may result in abortions or weak puppies that fade and die soon after birth. To summarise then, maximising your chances of a successful conception. Do not mate naturally because you think you have a better chance of success. Do not mate unless you are sure of the sire's semen quality on the day of mating. Do not mate unless guided by progesterone levels and vaginal cytology. Do not use antibiotics routinely. It may create a worse problem with mycoplasma. Consider transcervical insemination to ensure proper semen placement. Do have an ultrasound to confirm pregnancy on day 28. Do have a progesterone test on this day and assess the need for progesterone supplementation. Do take control of your breeding by eliminating these potential reasons for misconception. Don't waste money trying to investigate a misconception if you haven't completed the first 7 steps of maximising your chances of a successful conception. We hope you now have a better understanding of the procedures available to eliminate the unknowns when you are mating your bitch. These procedures are undertaken before, during and after mating and will maximise your chances of a successful conception. If you have any questions, contact our staff at Central West Canine Breeding. Until next time, on Arana Vet TV, stay healthy and enjoy your healthy dogs.